Welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be building 3 Muto'S. Muto Prime, Male Muto, and the Muto Queen. I will also be building the female Muto, or showing you the design that it would be in Bionical. I have made a female Muto before, but I had destroyed it and made the Muto Queen. So let's get into the video. And also, like always, let me know down in the comments what monsters you want to see, and I will see what I can do about it. Because there have been lately no comments and no views, so what's up with that, YouTube algorithm? Aren't you giving me some people? Anyways, let's get on to the video. And later this week, my new channel, Godzilla Galore, will be coming out with its first couple videos. It'll have some of my own personal theories. You can tell me your theory about Godzilla down in the comments, and I'll update you on any news and happenings in the Monsterverse. And we might even go over some old monsters and answering questions down in the comments. So that channel will be coming out later this week, and it probably is already out by the time this video comes out. So now the Muto male has 4 life cycle stages. It will first be a toxic spore like embryo, feeding on the radiation from a host, and then it will go on to hatch out of that spore and make its way to the nearest radiation source to collect more radiation and grow. It'll then cocoon itself in a crescent moon shaped cocoon, and it will stay there until it matures years later. I don't have an exact number of years, but let's say around 20. And it's the same thing for the female. And after those 20 or so years, it will then hatch and become airborne. And the male Muto will then seek out the female and then mate, and then create more little baby Muto's. And here's a little fun fact you probably didn't know about the male Muto. In the final battle between Godzilla and the Muto's, both the male and the female Muto's were attacking at where the neck is of Godzilla, and that's actually where his lungs or gills are that he uses to breathe underwater. And it is especially a weak spot because it leads right down to his neck and jugular, which is a major weak point for Godzilla. And the fact that they knew to hit there is quite amazing. Now we're on the Muto Prime. The Muto Prime hasn't been seen in the Monsterverse as of yet, but there is a new Apple Plus series that is a live action series which is very amazing and is coming on Apple Plus, and we may see the Muto Prime show up because in the novelization Godzilla Aftershock, which happens directly after Godzilla 2014, we see that a Muto Prime awakes directly after the battle, and it actually damages Godzilla's dorsal plates and makes them how they are in Godzilla King of the Monsters and King Kong by using its sonic attack to shatter the plates. And he defeats it while it's distracted by a prototype of the Orca by using some sort of like nuclear pulse or blast that comes out of his now broken dorsal plates, which then curve into their classic Toho look. And if you didn't know this already, but back in the ancient past, there were two Godzilla species on the surface of the Earth. The Godzilla we know in the legendary sci-fi movies, and Dagon, which was another of Godzilla's kind. And they both took shifts watching over the surface and keeping the Titans in check, which we see in Godzilla King of the Monsters. But sadly, Dagon was killed in a battle between him and a Muto Prime, which is the one that impregnated him with the spores to create the Muto's we see in 2014. Because in that cavern system where Serizawa and his wife, I think, were, they saw two spores. One was already broken open, and that is what had left, seeing that trail go to the ocean. The other was a female, and it was taken by the U.S. military and put in a nuclear waste facility, which gave it the necessary radiation to mature and turn into the female Muto. And in the novelization, Godzilla Aftershock, Dagon was actually not dead after the battle, but died years later after all the radiation was drained from his body by the 2 parasitic spores. And the way the Muto Prime does that is it'll knock them down, or basically kill them, and then 2 yellow, orange looking tan tentacles will come out and, I guess, pierce the skin of the creature and put in the spore. And on a completely different topic of what we're doing right now, there is going to be a Netflix series, animated Netflix series, and it's King Kong Skull Island, the animated series. And I don't know the exact date that it comes out, but we will be getting that. And maybe there'll be some more new monsters that I'll do videos on. now we are on the Queen Muto. And the reason I have the Queen Muto built instead of the female Muto is because the Queen Muto is actually alive in the Monsterverse, while the female one is not. And the difference between the female Muto and the Queen Muto is that, one, age. The Queen Muto is far older than the female Muto, and also the fact that the Queen Muto is actually basically a mother Muto, and there has been lots of other children, while the female Muto has not mated or had successfully birthed offspring. And you can even tell a difference between the queen and the female, because the Queen Muto has some more bolder features. It is bigger, almost like spikier, and while the female Muto is relatively young and not that old, and more smoother and smaller than the Queen Muto. And here's another little fact that you probably didn't know. During the battle between Godzilla and Ghidorah in Boston, all the Titans were originally supposed to go to help Ghidorah defeat Godzilla, but only 5 of them came, and in that audience of 5 was the Queen Muto. Now, what happened to the Queen Muto, we do not know, whether Godzilla killed it or let it go free, but we do know that Godzilla put all the Titans back in their place, especially Rodan. He settled in the Fuji Mountains, which I am unaware of the location at the moment, but it gives you an idea where. And whenever I was building the head of the Muto's, I actually got stuck multiple times, and I had to delete that footage because I had forgotten how the heads were built originally, and actually during the Rodan head building scene, I had to actually upgrade it because I saw a flaw in the original design to where it made it where you could pull off his entire snout, and that really just angered me because how could I let that pass by? And I'm sorry if you can't see some of the pieces. I really shouldn't have chosen a dark background, but it is what it is. Now it's near the end of the video, guys, and I just wanted to say thank you for watching till the end. Like and subscribe, share this video, help me get to the top. I want to get 100 followers at the end of this month or the next. And remember, share it to your friends, family, everyone you know. And if you have any siblings or any little children in your family, show them this. They're probably gonna love it. And remember, I like seals. Also, down in the comments, let me know what channel names that you could have for me, because I'm looking for a new one. Seals for One just isn't cutting it, because whenever you search for it, it pulls up Socks for One. And remember, I am open to suggestions down in the comment. Let me know what kind of monsters you want to see in the next video, and I'll see what I can do about them.